Oh, this won't end badly at all. I swear. This is might hurt a little. Bro, what? I promise I'm not having too much fun with this. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay, you got me. Come on, keep it coming. Come on, come on, come on. Right this way, please. Right this way. Oh. I'm surprised there's a two-shot kill. Oh no, a big. That's fine. Still takes more than one shot anyway. Nice. Okay, well, what is going on, guys? I hope you're having a great day thus far. So as you can see, I've got a new toy. Basically, I think I came on the other day, and I was kind of like just chilling. And I finally decided to make the railgun, which is a very nice turret. I mean, I'm not quite happy with it though. I want it to be one shot in those mobs. That's kind of my plan for it, which I know is possible. You can upgrade the damage on these things. Oh god, my bad. So one of these is a damage boost. There we go. So adds a few percentage on max HP of time. Yeah, something like that. Basically, increases damage. I'm not sure if it's more effective to increase its rate of fire though. I think it is for other turrets, but I think my plan for this one, sorry, excuse me, is to have this be like the damage dealer. This be like the high alpha damage turret, and then maybe have a few other little turrets which are a rapid fire damage over time kind of situations. Yeah, basically I've also done a madness on auto crafting. Basically because this is a weird recipe for the turret. It uses a lot of like nested recipes. So if you look at the tier 5 chamber, right, the tier 5 chamber needs the tier 4, tier 4 needs the tier 3, and so on. And it's the same with the sensors and the barrels. So I actually ended up auto-crafting most of this stuff. So we've got the sensors auto-crafting up to tier 5. We've got the chamber auto-crafting, and we have the barrels. We also have the IO bus, as that is kind of a key part of this mod. It's like a common ingredient for these items. And then we also have the ammunition types for 3 different turrets. So I auto-crafted the grenades. If you remember, we had a grenade launcher turret at the back of the base when we was doing the wither fight. And then I did temporarily have a rocket launcher out front, which is very nice. I don't think I ever actually showed you guys. I think that was between videos. It was a very nice turret, and I will be going back to it. Don't worry. The rocket launcher will be making a reappearance. And I got like a lot of these actually crafted. And then also the ferromagnetic slug, which is for the railgun, is also auto crafting, as you can see in here. So yeah, I really like this thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna upgrade this I think at some point. I mean, today is Minecraft Monday, so maybe I'll get to it today. I don't know. I do have other plans for the stream later on. But yeah, let me quickly show you guys how the molecular assemblers are looking. Yeah, it's kind of a mess, I won't lie, but I do like it. I have an idea for this as well. I remember Jovic kind of laughed at me, and he was like, I thought you wanted this to look nice. And I feel like this is one of those where if I expand it, it will look nice. Because I'm seeing a pattern here, right? Which is why I started doing this. I mean, I'm trying to find the most effective pattern and like the most like hive mind looking thing I can make. Like Jovic kind of mentioned, sorry, Jovic is the Joelectric on server. And he kind of mentioned this whole having like a center room in his base entirely for like an ME controller. Basically, Joevic's done a madness, and he's got a mad like center ME controller, and he's fully trying to get all of the channels out of it as possible. And basically what he was saying was having like an entire like controller room, like where it's just like cables coming off of it, and it's crazy, right? I was thinking about doing that, but for these, right? And I don't think I currently have the most efficient pattern. I think I'm very close. And I think the most efficient is if you remove this center one, right? So remove this center interface and these 6 assemblers, and then there'll be a gap here, right? I think if you then push that together, it might be efficient. Wait, no. I think interface here, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I need to change this. Basically, it's interface here, 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 and it's that kind of diagonal pattern, right? Which I think is most effective. And by effective, I mean each ME interface has access to 6 molecular assemblers, but you don't. But each molecular assembler can also access multiple interfaces, right? So, for example, there's an assembler here which accesses 2 interfaces, right? So this molecular assembler can have potentially 18 patterns that this one can craft, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to try to achieve, and have basically all of the molecular assemblers used by as many interfaces as possible. Because in theory, right, each interface can have 6 molecular assemblers. But I wonder if you can actually practically, at the same time, also have each molecular assembler have 6 ME interfaces, if that makes sense. Which is a bit crazy, but I like that idea. I mean, I'm not there yet. These are actually quite expensive. And I don't want to be throwing around molecular assemblers and interfaces when I don't need to, right? I'm doing it on a need-to basis. But I quite like this. And then I think I actually only have one last thing to show. Actually, 2 things, kind of. They're related, though. I'll come up here first. So I've rechanged how this works, right? And I think I've said for a couple of videos now how I want to have, like, the most amount of power onto my cable as possible. Because we have, like, a cryo-stabilized flux duct, right? Which can transfer infinite amounts of power. But I don't really have infinite amounts of power, and I'm not exactly outputting infinite amounts of power either. But now with this little setup, so I have 3 energy cells, all resonant, and they each can potentially output 25k RF per tick. This means that the cable, you know, running underneath here, can now actually draw 75k RF per tick, which is very nice. But that leads me into a second point. My power generation is actually a lot weaker than I thought, right? I was looking at this at an individual basis, and I've seen that these things are producing 160 RF per tick. Well, when they're running, as you can see, our storage is filled, so they have no reason to run. There might be one kind of ticking on and off, but yeah, most of them aren't. And yeah, at most, right, with the current setup we have, if we improve the farms and whatnot, and we have our biofuel thingy, the thing that actually generates the biofuel, right? The block that's out by the farms. If we fully max that out, we can run 27 biofuel generators. Which is a big number. That's like, oh, nice, yeah, 27. That's going to be great. If you do the maths, right? That's 4,000 and approximately 360 RF per tick. Right, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not biting the hand that feeds or anything. So it's a nice amount of power. But it's not 75k RF per tick, right? And I'd rather be closer to that second number. So I think today, what I'm gonna do, and this is my idea for the Minecraft Monday stream, and hopefully this video goes out so you guys can know before I stream, right? Hopefully it's good timing. Normally it's not, but that's my bad. What I want to do is finish this, right? I want to write off the biofuel generators, and by write off I mean like max it out, right? Max out the farms, max out the bio generator, the thing that creates the biofuel, and then have 27 biofuel generators, you know, be like, oh yeah, this is nice, and then move on, right? I want to go to another method of power generation, and then, you know, we can have multiple ways of doing this. Like, this can be, you know, a backup, or it can be something to kickstart another system. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, this will always be useful. Power's power, right? But, yeah, I don't know what I want to get into. I know, what's the mod? Tech Reborn? Tech Reborn has something which requires power to start. Then once it's started, it outputs a lot of power. And I think I want to get into that. I don't know. I do want to start heading towards Tech Reborn. I am still looking for a bloody rat as well. Sorry, I'm digressing. But, yeah, I've actually found I had a Piper hat, right, in my inventory, my AE2 system. So I now got this on. So rats will no longer fear me when I wear this around, which is great. I do need that. But now I need to find a bloody rat, and I still can't, right? And I don't get it. Sorry, this is going into a little bit of a rant, but this entire mod, right, rats, revolves around you finding rats, right? And I can't find them. Like, it's like the starting thing, and I still can't even start the mod. Maybe, oh, you know what, it's night. I might go out and look for it. I mean, I can't rant about it if I'm not going to do anything about it, right? So I might have to go out and look for some rats. I mean, it's likely. I've only just put this on, right, today. The only hit I've taken, by the way, is why I've lost durability was from that skeleton. But yeah, I might go out and look for rats, because I really want to get started with this mod. It looks sick. Yeah. Sorry, I can't remember what I was talking about now. Ah, right, yeah, power generation. Okay, sorry. This is the good thing about videos. If I lose track of myself, I can just stop recording and then pick it up again. I like this. This is it's something I can't do on stream. Normally it takes like 10 minutes. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, sorry, digress. Right, so power generation. There's something from Tech Reborn, which is potentially what I want to go down. I can type, I swear. I swear. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll find it. It's like I don't know what it's called though. Or I can get into nuclear reactors. The reason I'm holding off on this is because nuclear reactors in this pack will explode, right? And I don't know what I don't remember what the mods is. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing with nuclear craft. I just don't. Okay, but I want to get into this mod. But what I want to do is build a nice little power generation building. I was gonna say base, but I think what I'm gonna do is this collection of buildings, which will be around here, will be one base. But I will in the future build more bases. Right, I'll expand and I'll build multiple places around the map. Hopefully, that's my idea. I don't know how my chunks are looking. So I got like 25 more chunks I can claim. Which doesn't bode well considering this is one base, so maybe we can change that. But yeah, so I think what I want to do is somewhere near here is have a power generation building. The issue is, right, if I build a building there and then there, I can only really have 4 buildings, if you know what I mean. It'll be like a cross section. Maybe I'll build a building next to this, have a farm, have another farm building. Maybe over here. Oh, you know, vampires don't get killed by the turrets yet. Oh, he's like some super villain as well. So yeah, maybe like a farm building around here. I also want like a portal area as well. That could be really sick. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm scared. I just started recording and then there was a howl or something. I don't know what happened. It actually made me jump. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna hide. But the reason why I want a separate base for sorry, a separate building for the nuclear reactor is because they explode, right? And if I put it in a secret, not secret, but I can put it in a safe place, right? I might even use my good old friend. Actually, you know what? I need to stop using shields because at the moment they're my solution for everything. They're like, I want a secret basement, a shield. I want to fight the weather, shields. Like, I don't want to do everything with shields. I mean, I'm thinking about it. And shields is a pretty solid solution for what I want. If I want a room, right, which can explode and not affect anything else, that's pretty perfect shield territory. This is kind of what they're not what they're designed for, I guess, but it's pretty much a nice solution. So I'll think of something else. If nothing else works, we're going shields. But yeah, I think that's my plan. So yeah, today, if you guys are interested, the stream will be Minecraft, and I will be working on the power, expanding the farms. That is definitely today's job. Expanding the farms. I think. Oh, okay. I got spun around there. I think I'm going to move that block there. I should have looked what it was called. Into this base. Sorry, into this building. Because I think it makes more sense when I start expanding. And I also want to change. I'm noticing issues with the item conduits. So I'm going to change how the system works, basically, as well. But that's all for today. It's all power generation. Maybe complete the wall of biofuel generators and such. We shall see. But anyway, with that, guys, I have spoken enough. And if you want to hear me talk more, you know where to find me. Twitch.tv/Chinny98. But anyway, guys, take care. Have an amazing day. And I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.
Are we gonna play now? Ready for the show? I'm about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta go. Man, I'm on the chase now, leave me on my own. I got a chance to break now.